Hello, GLTD family. I hope that your day is starting off great. I am going to be talking today about forgiveness. And I started off with this quote by Gandhi that says, "The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong." I had been reading about Nelson Mandela, and we know he had been imprisoned for 27 years. But I didn't really know the detail of his imprisonment. I mean, it never struck me how intense it was. Like, for example, he was in the quarry where the lime rock was, and it's so bright and white that he lost part of his vision. His mother died. His firstborn son died while he was in prison. He developed tuberculosis. He was ridiculed and harassed. And during that whole time, and he was facing life imprisonment, right? So it's not like he knew he had to endure for 20 years or whatever. He was facing life imprisonment. But during that whole time, he remained focused. I don't know if I could do that. I mean, I get so worked up over the little things. I'm trying to get, beyond that. And that even the slight things that people do, half the time they're not even mindful that they've done something wrong. And so to hold on to any negativity is just disempowering to me. And I like what Nelson, he said, because he really could have had reason to be angry at people. He was jailed for 27 years. He had physical ailments that he was never going to overcome, right? And when he got released, he spoke to like a crowd of 100,000 people. He didn't even know that was the strength that was behind him. But he said this. He says, "I am fundamentally an optimist. Whether that comes from nature or nurture, I cannot say. Part of being optimistic is keeping one's head pointed toward the sun, one's feet moving forward. There were many dark moments when my faith in humanity was sorely tested, but I would not and could not give myself up to despair. That way lies defeat and death." Not only did he let go of his anger, but he brought about the reconciliation process that helped at that point that country mend. And it was so instrumental that he won the Nobel Peace Prize. Can you imagine that? He should have got the prize just because he wasn't pissed off by the time he got out of jail. But here he was, he rose to the challenge, and he said, "There is no passion to be found in playing small, in settling for a life that's less than one you are capable of living." So whenever there is resistance that comes into your life, whenever there are challenges that just seem unfair, I'm going through that right now, just open up. It's an opportunity to put perspective into your life. And I like what it says, when you do this, when you practice kindness and forgiveness, a couple things happen. First, you free yourself to make a bigger difference in your life. You free yourself. Second, you inspire more people. Isn't that awesome? So that's something that I'm going to work on. This week's going to be very challenging for me. I have to meet with some people about some things that have happened in school. And I'm not going to let it, really bother me. I'm going to think about how this challenge is going to be an opportunity. So I'll leave you with this quote, and it says, I'll leave you with these two things. Remember that forgiveness is the alchemy that can change your soul into gold. It's going to return possibilities to your spirit. Let the possibilities return and forgive. And I'll end with a quote by Oprah Winfrey that says, "True forgiveness is when you can say, 'Thank you for that experience.'" Have a great day, everyone. Bye.